Hey, Cancer, welcome to your weekly forecast for the 7th through the 13th of March. This is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We're going to connect here and see what messages are coming up for the Cancer Collective. You might stumble upon this video outside of the time frame I mentioned. That's just fine. You're going to find it whenever you're meant to find it, whenever it's time for you to hear the messages that are in it. So keep that in mind. We're going to connect and see what's coming up and see what we can know about the week. So the first card that's coming up here is the Prince of Swords. Okay? This could be a younger air sign person, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, or a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius who is very youthful in spirit, right? Maybe their age isn't so young, but maybe their spirit is very playful or very young. Now, the Prince of Swords is going to be a card about gathering information and needing to gather information. And that sword between the birds is really jumping out at me and making me feel like a lot of you are having to gather more information to make a decision because you have been receiving false information. Somebody has been giving you false information about a person or situation. I feel, Cancer, like your eyes are opening up to it. And you're having to use your thinking, your logic, your reasoning, and gather information to make your decision about the situation. I also feel like it's coming to the time here where your angels and guides have been giving you signs that this decision needs to be made soon. This decision needs to be made soon. Right? It's kind of like Spirit is showing me this opportunity, like as if somebody were a hunter, right? And there's this beautiful catch. Please forgive me, those of you who are vegan or those of you who are not going to like this because it's talking about hunting an animal. But this is the visual that's being shown to me. Like you're seeing this opportunity, but you've been on the fence. Like, do I have a clear shot? Am I gonna miss it? Oh, can I get it? Like, you're over analyzing it so much that you're gonna miss it altogether. And so I feel like what the message here is, you're gonna have to shoot your shot. And in order to succeed, do your research, gather information, do your planning. But you need to do it soon. Otherwise, it's going to move out of frame. You're not going to be able to see it. You're going to lose it altogether. Not really usually a message I get with the Page of Swords. So it's interesting that it's coming up in this way. Page of Swords could also be doing some kind of reconnaissance. Like maybe you're thinking of opening up a business, or maybe you're thinking of moving, or maybe you're thinking of, doing something in a specific area, or doing something you don't know what area is good to do it in. So there might be some travel, some checking out some places, figuring out where you want to go, what you want to do, kind of energy, before laying down permanent plans, going somewhere, checking it out, feeling the vibe. Page of Swords also comes up for me when you might find yourself in situations where Spirit is really moving you to speak up. The throat chakra clearing, the throat chakra unblocking. It could also advise you to be very careful and very cautious what you are sharing with other people, especially what you are posting on the internet, because there could be some catfishing happening by somebody you know. Sometimes we think of catfish as like a total stranger who's trying to scam you out of money or scam you out of time, or they're just really lonely and they want somebody to like them, so they pretend to be somebody else. That's what people think about when they hear catfish. But there's all kinds of catfish. There's many varieties of catfish. And when I see Page of Swords, this could be the one specific variety of catfish where this is somebody that you know in real life, and they're creating fake internet profiles to gather information about you. If you are the one who is doing this to gather information, your time is running out. You will be found out. Take your information, do whatever you're going to do with it, and quit. Because you are going to be found out if you're the one doing it. Some of you are having somebody do it to you. So just be very cautious what you're sharing. If you don't want everybody in your life to know about it, don't share it online. Because you might think you're being smart about your settings. You might think you have your stuff on private. You might think you're being very careful and very cautious who you're letting in. Meanwhile, you don't even realize you've let in somebody that you wouldn't want to have let in because you think there's somebody else because it's the internet. So just be very cautious of that. The next card that's coming up here for Cancer is the Ace of Wands. Now, this is really confirming what I was feeling with the Page of Swords or the Prince of Swords. Now it's making sense to me why this came up. Now it's making sense to me why I feel this vibe. The Ace of Swords is telling us the universe is giving you this opportunity. This is a gift the universe gave you, and you're being told to grab onto it, to take hold. Now, it might seem like something very small, and it might seem like something insignificant, or like you don't know what I don't know what I'm gonna do with it if I catch it. I don't know where it's gonna go. What if it doesn't go anywhere? What if it ends up being a complete waste of time? But the Ace of Wands tells us that this will be productive, and you will get back from it what you put into it. And you're being told to seize this opportunity. Now, it's really interesting to me because as I'm looking at this Ace of Wands, the colors here, the very fiery colors, are giving me a feeling and a sense of joy, of happiness, of bliss, of like youthful energy, of like life returning back to you. And as I'm looking at this like aura thing around the Ace of Wands, it feels to me like a great big atomic mushroom cloud. Now, don't freak out. I know in light of recent events, some of you are like, no, let's not talk about mushroom clouds. But in this event, in this instance, I'm not talking about on the world scene. I'm talking about a personal one for you, a symbolic one, a metaphorical one for you in your life. But it's a happy one. It's a positive one. I'm hearing the song by Blondie, Atomic, right? So that's what I'm talking about. In that way, in that regard. I'm not talking about in scorched earth kind of way. I'm not talking about in a negative kind of way. This is going to end up being a lot more successful and a lot more beneficial and a lot more positively life-changing than you realize. But you need to take hold of the opportunity. The next card that's coming up here for you, Cancer, is the Two of Cups. So for some of you, this could very well be in your love life. Even though a lot of you don't know, don't know. Even though a lot of you know that on this channel, in the weekly forecast, I don't focus on love. A lot of you know that, but you might still be watching this as your Venus sign for the week. Even though I don't normally set the intention for Venus in the weekly forecast. Some of you are watching this as a Cancer Venus. And so this big atomic change could be in your love life. This could be a very significant romantic partner. Or a partnership, a harmonious partnership. And the dolphins are jumping out at me, so this is going to be very playful. The Lotus is a very spiritual person, very open-minded person, non-judgmental person, someone who has been through the mud and come out of it, this beautiful presence, this beautiful being, that heart, that moon. There's so much love and so much emotion here, so much harmony, so much understanding. You know, somebody with a gentle spirit, and also someone who is a giver. For me, when the Two of Cups comes up, it's when giver meets giver. Unfortunately, when we are givers, we attract takers. But for me, this is like giver meets giver. Okay? It's a beautiful energy. When giver meets giver, both people are asking, like, what can I do for the other person? How can I make this other person happy? How can I be there for them? So these are the kinds of relationships or partnerships or friendships that are going to go on forever because you're filling each other's cup. You're looking out for each other. It's a very beautiful energy. And I realize you guys are going to have different focuses. I don't focus on love and romance in the weekly forecast. Sometimes it comes up. But Two of Cups doesn't have to be romantic. Two of Cups can also be, as I said, a friendship or a partnership, wherever your focus is, and being able to have harmonious connections with others. Because we have also with the Two of Swords, the Two of Cups, a sense of like a peaceful resolution to a conflict. That's one of the meanings of the Two of Cups, a peaceful resolution to a conflict. So I feel that you're conflicted within yourself about embracing an opportunity, whether it be business, whether it be love, whether it be friendship, whether it be artistic collaboration, whether it be all of the above. You have some inner conflict about it. And I feel that the resolution to the conflict, I feel it's an inner conflict, and you're going to be able to resolve it. You're going to be able to step out of this stagnant energy and take action, and give yourself permission to take action, and give yourself permission to receive. And you're receiving blessings out of it in your personal life. So even though it might be something in terms of work, it's also blessing your personal life, or something around your spirituality, or embracing a calling. It's also going to be benefiting your personal life. That's the vibe and the feeling I'm feeling here with this Two of Cups. The next card coming up here for you, Cancer, is the King of Wands. This could be fire sign energy. Okay? And as I said that, my candle went out. This could be fire sign energy. That could definitely be the situation here for some of you. A fire sign is going to be Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. And some of you could be dealing with a fire sign person. If you have a fire sign placement, you might be really, really focused on those houses or those areas of your life right now. Now, we're going to look at the King of Wands in terms of characteristics. So again, this could be somebody that is coming in, or this could be characteristics that you're stepping into. But the characteristics of the King of Wands is going to be somebody very ambitious, somebody very independent, somebody with a strong entrepreneurial spirit, somebody who comes up with creative solutions to problems, and somebody who is a self-made person, a self-made man. This is someone that nobody ever gave this person handouts. Nobody. Everything he has, he did for himself. And so he has struggled and worked harder than most people to get to where he is. So he has a soft spot in his heart for other people who are in that position, in that situation. So he likes to mentor. He likes to step in. He likes to give guidance, right? He sees himself in those younger, more struggling people. And so some of you might be stepping into that role for someone else. Some of you are seeing a lot of potential in someone, and you're like, I want to collaborate or work with this person. I want to guide them. I want to help them. And it might turn into going from collaboration to business connection to being a best friend or a life partner in some cases for some of you. Some of you, this is somebody coming in and wanting to kind of take you under their wing or mentor you. And it may become like a best friend or a life partner situation. But the King of Wands is very powerful, very confident energy. Very beautiful energy. I really love the King of Wands. And I really love the King of Wands in this deck particularly because I feel like they did such a great job of capturing the personality of the King of Wands. Like, this is a very bold, very strong person, but you also see a lot of kindness, a lot of compassion in that face. I just really love the way that they have the mood in the King of Wands in this card. So this might be energy you're stepping into, and this might be energy that you are calling in. Some of you are going to be working very closely with Archangel Uriel in the coming week. That fiery fire wand in his hand, that scepter, is making me think of Archangel Uriel's scepter. So Uriel helps us to overcome obstacles and challenges very quickly, very effortlessly, helps us to come up with ideas and solutions, helps us to shine, helps us to be seen. And so some of you may be feeling that energy around you or working with Archangel Uriel in the coming week. You may want to check out your moon sign, your rising sign. Some weeks those are going to resonate more for you than your sun sign. You may need a private reading, which I'm more than happy to do for you. If you go to calendly.com/amethystangelite, you can schedule a private reading with me there. There's a link in the description of the video to take you there. Love readings for March are linked in the description. Don't forget to check out the card of the day, guys. Every single day I'm posting a daily message. Make sure to check those out. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I hope you all have a wonderful week ahead, and hopefully I'll see you all in the comments in the dailies as well. Take care and be well, my dears.